Hi everybody, I hope you guys are doing great today. So we're going to get right into your reading for February 1st through the 8th of 2020. I'm going to front load with the astrology. I'm time stamping in the description box below. If you don't want the astrology part, there's no problem. Each sign is going to be getting their own video, but I'm going to be front loading each sign with this astrological information, just so that you guys know. So let's get right into this. There are two things that I really want to talk about this week. The first one is Mercury entering Pisces on February 3rd. It's going to be there till the 4th of March. So when Mercury's in Pisces, our thinking is more visual, intuitive, and imaginative. We're particularly tuned into our world of emotions, which ends up coloring both our thoughts and actually all the ways that we communicate. And we'll be very tuned into our intuition here, expressing ourselves with imagery, and we're all going to be really in our high priestess vibe. No, it's not gender specific, right? We're all going to be tapping into that intuition, and we're definitely more attracted to anything that's consciousness raising, and really kind of getting to the bottom of things to bring them up, to really look at them. Now, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, the water signs, are going to feel more communicative, definitely more creative and easygoing during this transit. We're all going to be feeling more creative. We are. But the water signs are just going to have an easier time with this energy, while the mutables, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Virgo, are likely going to experience like a more mentally busy and maybe even stressful time due to the lack of clarity. As Pisces, with Mercury here, Mercury is actually in detriment here. And for those of you who don't know what detriment means, it's just not able to operate at maximum strength. So it's almost like a retrograde, but actually, now that I'm saying this, we are going to be in shadow, right? We are going to be in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, because it's always like 2 weeks before, and Mercury retrograde is hitting on the 16th. So hey, even more fog thrown in there for good measure. But Mercury is very intellectual, analytical, and precise, and Pisces is very vague, right? That emotional daydreamer. So it really makes sense that Mercury feels challenged here, because Pisces is two fish swimming in an opposite direction, inside dreamy and unclear Neptune. And Mercury is going to want to catch the fish and get a straight answer out of them, but he won't be able to. So hence the frustration for those of us who thrive on clarity of communication, So luckily, despite the difficult placement here of Mercury, there's still plenty of ways to take advantage of this planet, having to do with communication, even though it's in Pisces. It's just important to keep in mind that, with Mercury in Pisces, we are more sensitive and touchy. Our emotions might tend to get the better of us, and our actions may mostly be motivated by our feelings. So, since logic and reasoning just may not be very easy to come by in this energy, and verbal communication may not go the way you intended, let's just say, we can easily come off as very vague and have a very hard time picking the right words to say. But just by thinking a little bit before we say what's on our mind, we can end up saving ourselves from stressful arguments and misunderstandings. And depending on the situation, guys, Mercury could be treading in troubled waters in Pisces and lead to emotional outbursts and fights, or it could present you with a great opportunity to get in touch with your inner self and start like deep, healthy conversations about your feelings, Now, the good news is Pisces is that dreamy, watery sign, so creativity and emotions. So really awesome for those of you who are artistic, or you're needing to tap into that artistic vibe. And that doesn't only mean anything in the arts. Pretty much everything we do, if you think about it, requires some sort of artistic edge. So we're just going to be thinking about things through our heart space and in a creative way. Mercury in Pisces, it really does wonders here for your imagination. So you can pump out some really like colorful and brilliant work in this energy. Your thought process is more romantic and dreamy and even spiritual now. So meaning you can really hone in on your intuitive and your psychic talents for those of you who are interested in that. If you're interested in anything having to do with like the metaphysical, like tarot or astrology or Reiki or anything like that, Mercury in Pisces is a great energy to start learning in, it really is. Now, Pisces is also the most compassionate sign, right? And with Mercury's stay here, there's just going to be a lot of love and empathy and support. So really, I mean, at the end of it all, it's really a great opportunity to get more in touch with your emotions and rework the way you express them to others. Right? And by the time this transit ends, you're definitely going to have a new perspective on your spiritual side and the way you flex your creative muscle and something having to do with your heart space. So it is all really, really good. And then on the 7th, we have Venus entering Aries. So Venus in Aries, this is going to be happening from February 7th to March 4th. And in Aries, love is very spontaneous and direct. So it's the chase is very exciting to us under this fiery energy. We're bold, we're fresh, a little impatient. I did mention that in the monthly, right, when it comes to matters of the heart. And in this energy, we really don't want to look back. It's the kind of thing where we're going to be very forward moving, forward thinking. And when it comes to anything having to do with our heart, not that we're not going to be missing people, not that, but we're just going to be like, wanting to push our life forward in the biggest way. We're really going to be feeling this fire in our belly to just push our life forward. You know, we're not interested in saying I'm sorry or dwelling on the past, and we're not even really interested in hearing it. It's just this very forward, like what's done is done. Let's just go. It's a brand new day. It's time to make things work right now. So Aries is known for a love of the chase and conquest, right? In a very blunt, with no sugarcoating kind of way. Really saying it like it is very important to Aries. So we're going to be vibing this in this energy, not in a mean or petty way, just direct, but maybe not so direct actually, or as intended, because of that Pisces in Mercury, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, his desires are strong and expressed spontaneously, enthusiastically in this energy, right? Remember, Aries are those strong, mighty warriors. It's the Emperor energy. But even Venus, the most sensual planet, is no match really for this fiery energy of Aries, right? So this is definitely like an energy that thrives on competition. So again, that love of the chase towards flirtatious romances that are defined by physical touch. Exciting spontaneity can be played here. At play here, right? So guys, think about this. Mercury's in shadow this week. So we're entering the retrograde energy of the everything, including reconciliation and reconnections. So for many of you, this is going to manifest as an ex coming back in a very fiery, in a very passionate, in a very like pointed, knowing what they want kind of way, but it's going to feel confusing. Like, I don't know what to do, you know, kind of thing. Is this real? Is it not real? I don't know. So it's going to end up creating this confusion. But we can also feel this fire in our belly to make changes in any area of our life that speaks to our heart space. But since we won't have all the information, we can easily idealize a person or a situation. So, you know, at the end of the day, this is a really deep week. It's a really exciting week, but it can be a very confusing week. So as I always say, stay open, stay grounded. Thank you so much. And let's go pull some cards for your sign. Hi Scorpio, thanks for hanging with me. Let's get right into the general messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first week of February 2020. Hope you guys are doing great today. Remember guys, these messages are general. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It might just not be your message, and that's okay. Maybe you could just hear a seed of something in here that gets you thinking. I'm going to check your rising sign, your moon sign, and your Venus sign. Let's get right into this. Messages for Scorpio. February 2020. Messages for Scorpio. King of Water, nice. King of Water, I like this. This is you. This is you. Right? And this is all about Libra and Scorpio. Libra is ruled by Venus, so Venus is the planet of love, a planet of money, planet of self-love, of self-worth, all things we love in the heart space, and you. So that's a lovely crowning energy for you guys to get. Good, good. So yeah, I mean, if you didn't listen to the astrology section, you know, it's going to be a lot of wonky energies going on because of what's happening with Mercury and Pisces, and And then Mercury's going to be going shadow. So there's going to be a lot of challenges to the communication, but, because it's happening in Pisces, which is like a brother water sign, the water signs are not going to be getting hit as hard with this fogginess. So don't be surprised if you're like in these conversations where you're being misunderstood and you're just going to be like, what in the name of heavens, is going on here? Kind of energy. And I was just telling that to Cancer because just an important thing to understand about this energy. But I like the King of Wands, King of Water energy for you, because this is about recognizing what you actually need to make yourself happy. This is like getting to the bottom of the barrel, to the nuts and bolts, and saying, you know what? Like, this is what I need in a relationship. And just being in a space, being able to communicate and make it happen, and you're bringing this to yourself, sure. So your gift here is the Nine of Pentacles. Amazing. This is wish fulfillment, Scorpio. Woohoo! It's wish fulfillment. Let's find out what your challenge is this week. The Five of Wands. So there's going to be an argument. But didn't I just tell you that there's going to be an argument? And it's probably not going to be you. And I'm, nothing against anybody who's dealing with the Scorpio, right? I'm not, saying anything. I'm looking at this saying, okay, well, my husband's a Scorpio rising. Are we having an argument this week? Oh, listen, he might be more aware of stuff than me. I don't know. Although I'm a Cancer rising, so maybe we won't have any issues this week. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what the cards tell us. So we're going to pull for what we're coming into the week, feeling like, experiencing, where we're at in the week, the struggle within the gift, and the outcome. And this was a horrible shuffle. Okay, we're using this as the Arcanum deck, the basic messages. Nine of Pentacles, yeah. Venus and Virgo energy, guys, right? Venus and Virgo. So this is about making something happen in the heart space, having to do with money, if you're here with a job on your heart, having to do with mental, physical, or emotional connection, if you're here with a relationship of any kind on your heart. Okay. Oh, I like this. I mean, you're coming in at a Seven of Pentacles energy, which is really nice. This is a Saturn and Taurus energy. So this is you, doing the work that you need to do to move your life forward. You're doing the work, starting something new. This is a new cycle. This is a new cycle in your work, in your relationships, but there's a newness here. And it's a blessing kind of thing, right? It's the Four of the Worlds and the Three of the Trinity. And you're going to be in the Ace of Swords energy. What positive energy for you here, guys, really. The Sun is your struggle within the blessing. And this has to do with, is this too good to be true kind of energy. And then we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So let's talk about this. So we mentioned the Seven of Pentacles. So you're coming in, definitely entering this new cycle in your life. No question, Scorpio. I mean, we all are. You're going to be really feeling it, though. There's a definitive sort of like closing of one cycle and a beginning of another cycle. And guys, when I say talk about these cycles, you could be still living in the same place, in the same relationships. It's not about that. It's about tuning into how life happens in cycles. And just really recognizing that you're definitely on this new cycle. And I feel like, there's no question. We have the Ace is always like a brand spanking new. And we have the Sword energy is an air energy. So some of you might be dealing with a Gemini, any of the air energies, Libra, Aquarius. But this is about truth. This is about what is right for you. This is about what's right for the situation and being really honest. So there's a lot of honesty here. This is a new cycle of being honest with yourself and recognizing where in the past, maybe you weren't 100% honest with yourself about things. No malice or shade on yourself, but maybe you didn't see certain things. You were living in a certain life or in a relationship, in a job that wasn't speaking to you, and all of that. You're like, no, I need to do something that really speaks to my heart space. But the thing is, guys, whatever you're entering into, it is your wish fulfillment, and it's going to be really speaking to your heart. whether it's a job or a relationship, doesn't matter. But the Sun, as your struggle here, I mean, I don't want to labor over this. This is simply your fear of success. This is your fear of something not working. This is your fear of something falling apart on you. And I'm just going to tell you, please, get that out of your head. Because like attracts life, right? And as below, so above, okay? So, it's kind of like the reverse, how they say it. I want you to understand that if you get too caught up in the, like being a worrywart about something not working when everything is actually okay, or it's actually starting out in a new direction. And the thing is here, water sign or not, everyone's going to have a lack of clarity. A certain degree, a lack of clarity. And so you don't want to get caught up in the, but what if it falls apart? What if I don't like it on the other side? Or what if I'm not happy? Or, whatever. What if somebody pulls the rug out from underneath me? It doesn't matter. But you don't want to establish that in your energy field, because you don't want to block anything from being manifested, because man, is this a big gift that wants to come in. And it's going to be different for all of you. But this is something big that's coming in that's going to change the trajectory of your life. This is a deep wish fulfillment. Do not fear it, my friends. Don't fear it. It's happening. It's happening. And then we have the Knight of Wands energy. So this could be you or somebody that you're dealing with. We always have to say that with the core cards. Or it can be a situation that you're dealing with, outside of you. Okay, when we're talking about the Knight of Wands energy, the Knight of Wands is a Scorpio and Sag, right? So it's you and Sagittarius. So for some of you, you could feel like you're not moving forward with the Sagittarius, if those of you who are involved with the Sagittarius, or you're afraid that you're not going to be moving forward with the Sagittarius, or you're just having this lack of movement forward. Like everything could actually be okay, but you just feel this lack of moving forward, like, maybe you guys talked about moving in, but you can't move in because of money, because of job, because of kids, because of whatever. Or, there's this planning that you guys very much want to put into motion that you're just not able to put into motion. Like the passion's here, but the ability to move forward in that Sagittarius energy is not happening. So this really, truly is the card of delay. So there's some sort of delay. So this could have to do with, if this has to do with, let's say, for example, work. Let's say you found out that a project that you've been working on is going to be accepted, it's going to move forward. Awesome. Except then you're getting these messages that things are going to be delayed for a bit. Or you and your partner realizing we're going to do this thing together, we're going to get engaged, get married, move in, whatever. And then you realize that you can't right now because of whatever reason. Right? So it could play out in any of those ways, but this just does indicate delay, but it is still that wish fulfillment coming in with this new cycle. It's beautiful. And the Sun, even in the struggle within this gift here, is definitely a positive energy. So really nice. Very good. I have nothing. That's it. It's going to be a little delayed. But you know what? Of course it's going to be delayed. Mercury's going shadow. It's going to be retrograde in the middle of the month. So there is going to be some delay in stuff. Things that you thought were going to happen aren't going to happen on the timeline that you thought they were going to happen. That's okay. Let it go. Right? It's okay. So what? Delays are okay. Delays have value. It gives you an opportunity to rethink things. Right? Review how you're going to do something. Energy definitely does support that. Anything. Review, reconnect. Anything So 5 of Wands energy. This is a Saturn and Leo. So this tells me that you guys are having some sort of argument where there's a battle of the wills and the ego's getting in the way. Ego's getting in the way. Okay, so this is you coming into this energy. And guys, remember the gift and the challenge, they don't have to have anything to do with each other. They can be connected, but could be 2 totally different areas of life. One could be relationship, one could be job. Queen of Wands are where you are now, which is great. I mean, you have fire in your belly. I mean, really? So funny. This is your challenge. This is the struggle within the challenge. You're definitely having an argument. We have another 5 of Wands. But look, we get the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment in the heart space. So we got the money from the gift. We got the money coming in, the love coming in. This is all going to be fine. But you guys are having a silly battle of the wills. And this is the thing. Who else got this? I think Cancer got this. So those of you who also have a Cancer placement, you're going to be in these, you're going to find that you're going to be in this discord and you're going to be like, what is happening here? How, you're going to feel very misunderstood. But the thing is, you're going to really be able to identify that this conflict is really not rooted from your end of the energy. It's somebody else trying to, I don't even want, I can't even say like there's malice here because there's not. No one's winning though. No one's winning. We have the argument happening in the upright and in the reverse. This is just like, wow. No one's winning here. What a stupid argument this is. You're going in with the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is the Apprentice energy. And in the reverse, this tells me that you're trying to figure out, like keeping it real, how is this even going to move forward? This is the Sun in Virgo energy. So the Sun, this is still very, very positive, even though it's in the reverse. But it's the Virgo energy. And Virgo is ruled by who? Ruled by Mercury. So I feel like there's going to be a challenge in talking about how things are going to roll out moving forward. So guys, I feel like if this is to do with relationship, it's going to be the kind of argument, and apply this to your life as you see fit, but it's going to be the kind of argument like, okay, where are we going to live? When are we going to move in together? When are we going to get engaged? Where are we going to go on vacation? Do we have enough money? Are we going to put that extension on the house? Can we even do that? Anything like that is going to be challenged this week, right? As you go in, right? But then this is what I say, you're the Queen of Wands here. This is Pisces and Aries. So this is what I think is a little funny to me, is that think this through with me, okay? Come on this thought process with me. This is a Pisces and Aries energy. So Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is all about dreamy, and Pisces is water and yada yada, and that's where everybody's at right now. But you guys are comfortable in this space because you're a fellow water sign, right, to Pisces. And then Aries being the baby of the zodiac, but the ruler and the emperor and the leader of the zodiac, and has the ability of looking at things with fresh eyes and being able to see things that other people aren't seeing. I feel like this is you. And this is the queen. You're the Queen of Wands with a different kind of clarity. You have a fire in your belly. You're feeling very passionate and excited about moving forward. And you're just seeing things with greater clarity than the people around you. Your eyes are just a little more clear, even though you're needing to deal with the conflicts, but then you're ending up with the 9 of Cups, which is just lovely. It just is. 9 of Cups is a Jupiter in Pisces. So it's this having this luck and expansion, despite the fact of that we have this Pisces energy in there. There's still expansion happening for you. There's still good stuff. But I feel like there's just going to be silly arguing here. But you guys are going to be fine. You're going to work through it just fine, is what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's pull some love oracles. Island Time Wellness. Island Time Wellness. I love this King of Water energy. I mean, doesn't he almost look like Santa Claus of the underworld? I just kind of think that's a lovely card, beautiful card, lovely energy. The butterfly, heart with the key, cassette. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child with growth. We have heart with the key, welcoming love, opening your heart, getting together, perfect. And then we have cassette, recognizing outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So I feel like this is going to just be a leftover from the conflict, although this might not have anything to do with the gift and the challenge. Let's pull some love oracles. I didn't do this for the other side, but might as well. I don't want to pull any more. Island Time Wellness, I'm not feeling it. Relationship evolving, butterfly, heart with a key, cassette. Surrender. I think we got that. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Yeah, beautiful. Because that's perfect. Letting go of something old before something new could come in. You guys got that under the butterfly, which has to do with evolving and transforming something. Then we have, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. Did you guys get this last time? I don't remember. But this is really beautiful because this is about just listening with your heart. Because that's where the truth lives, not in your mind. In our mind, that's where fear hangs out, you know. And then we have, my beloved, though we may physically be apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Nothing is missing. Very nice. Beautiful. So for some of you, you may be physically separated from your partner right now, and you're about to enter a cycle of transformation where there's a lot of missing, and there's a lot of remembering how things were and recognizing where things need to be done differently this time, and allow with the cassette energy, and then allowing that transformation. And you're going to be welcoming love. So I mean, this is just really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I like this. Yeah, okay, Scorpio, that is what I have for you guys for this week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Have a good week, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.